This might get weird.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Well, then cheers, Grace Helbig.
Cheers, Mamrie Hart.
I mean, treating ourselves with a sparkling water. These still water girls really know how to let loose. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. It wouldn't be an episode if I didn't immediately talk about what we were hydrating ourselves with.
Yes, that's very true. I don't have my big girl bottle with me right now, which, how often do you wash yours? I do see that it's... I had a thought the other day because I only fill it with water.
It's
and
right
I was
out
like,
of frame.
I was like, I haven't washed mine in a long time. I think that might be bad, but I don't know how to rationalize.
I didn't think about it. Didn't even think about washing this bad boy.
Yeah.
Which is gross.
Right.
And very on brand for us.
Yeah.
And then I made a little, as you know, Crystal Light
Okay. Yeah.
in it. And now the tip of the straw is stained a little red.
Oh.
So now I'm hyper aware.
Yeah.
But I feel like you should wash the straw a good amount.
Yeah.
You would wash a cup of water at your house.
Yes, absolutely. I was just refilling it with only water. And so it didn't look dirty or taste dirty.
Ooh.
And then I was realizing it's been days.
Well, also,
This surely can't be okay.
you and I have both gone to the dentist in the last week.
Yeah.
And according to our dentist, our mouths need to be condemned. So even if it's just water, that backwash.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Is getting back in there, and there's a
bacteria. Now it's a pond in there, and now I got to clean it out. Yeah.
I was reading your Patreon Friday post. If you guys don't know, Grace posts on Friday there, and it's fantastic. And you were talking about going to the dentist, and I laughed so hard when you were like, that little Captain Hook thing was coming to just scrape my gums.
I forget that when you get your teeth cleaned, they just scrape. It's just scraping.
It truly is.
And then they do a little polish on the outside. But the primary cleaning tactic is scraping tartar off.
Even the word scrape.
Yeah, I know. I thought it too.
The word scrape, like my pussy just snapped closed.
I feel like I need to get a Band-Aid.
Yeah, totally. The word scrape is tough, but yeah, it's totally like she was going into my mouth.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you have ice on a windshield?
Yeah. That's how it felt.
I was like, that's what she's doing to my molars right now.
This woman, when I left, I thought I had food in my teeth, but it was just black holes that she had created from what was once tartar buildup, I guess, that I was like, what is all of these? Did I eat poppy seeds? What's going on? And then it was like, oh no, this is just clearings now.
Oh no, this is just the absence. This is negative space.
Yeah, she was scraping the shit out of my mouth and being like, I love giving cleanings. And I was like, oh my God.
Really? Because I wish I would have had that. My girl did not feel amped to do it.
I had just gone to the dentist like 6 months ago, and I was like, I floss every night now. I'm going to go back and be a star student. Watch this. And she was like, oh, buddy, there's a lot of buildup here. And I was like, what? In what world? She has told me since that the, plastic floss sticks or whatever.
Don't break my heart.
That they don't do shit for your teeth. That they don't make the C shape that just a normal string of floss will make around your tooth to get everything you need. And because they make these coatings on the floss itself, it's just pushing shit down.
How is that legal?
I did feel like that. Like when I went home and I used it that night, I was like, yeah, this isn't doing anything for me. And I'm thinking that I'm every night getting in there, doing the thing that I always avoided. And so I have to get regular floss now.
I don't understand how there aren't lawsuits across the board.
Right? You would think that.
I just bought a pack 2 days ago and I was pretty smug about it.
I mean, she blew me up about this. I don't know how true it is, but I do believe her because the way that I had to pay for using those by her scraping for what felt like hours in my mouth, I was like, all right, yeah, I thought I would come back and we'd be in and out in 10 minutes and she'd be like, wow, I hardly had to do anything. But it was literally like she was finding fossils down there.
Oh my God. She was excavating. I know. Mine, again, I likened it to... Like I need to go back and get a deep cleaning when they're fully like, we are going to numb half of your mouth, do the shit out of it, and then you're going to come back a different day and we're going to do the other side. So it's like, if someone's telling you got to break it into two, If you're cutting that sandwich in half, that's a big boy.
That's a big boy.
That's a submarine sandwich. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll do that. But I liken it to like, I just do a marathon and then never go to the gym again.
Right.
That's what my dentist thing is. It's like, just go crazy. I'll see you in 7 years.
I'll be back when I absolutely have to.
Oh my God, I know.
Or 7 years.
No, she was looking at it. And also the technology at dentist office now, insane. First of all, I think you got the same thing, different dentistry offices, but mine is right above our weed store.
Nice.
Which I think is great.
That's great.
It's like, you want to know why?
Yeah.
These got the cavities? Go downstairs and see the weed that makes me eat the things.
Yes.
But the technology is, they used to just do x-rays by like taking a photo of you. Like, I feel like it was more of a camera. She was sticking this plastic thing in my mouth. I felt like I was blowing a robot. Like I was like, oh.
I didn't have one of those. I had an old school. She gave me like 2 tongs that I had to open my mouth with. But then they used an AI system, she was explaining, to look at the x-rays, to give it a once over basically, and to highlight problematic spots or potential cavities. And then the dentist would actually come in and basically go over the suggestions of the AI and see if they were correct or not.
What? What?
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
There's AI in dentistry too?
Yeah. I was like, wow, that's really interesting. And we haven't figured out floss.
Yeah. Can the AI tell us how to make a floss stick that actually works? I did think it was funny though, because there was all the nurses or dental hygienists like cleaning and doing all the pictures, and then like the big head honcho came in just to like go over everything. Yeah. And I loved it too because it was an all-female dentist staff.
Nice.
And I was automatically like, I love this.
Yeah. I'll give you all my money.
What do you need? What do you need? But she was like, and I see you have a little chip on your tooth. And like, I have a little chip out of my tooth, like, like a corner of a Dorito clunked out. She was like, would you like to, how long has it been there? I was like, and I thought about it and I go, 18 years. Because I got it on my first night I moved to New York City.
Oh, yeah.
No shock to people who watch this on YouTube, because I chipped it on a microphone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But she was like, and you don't want to fix it? I was like, nah, we're just going to die with it now. So anyway,
that's I'm supposed to go back and get a cavity filled. But I need to do my appointment. But they were like, I forget how much they upsell you, because she was like, we can get this cavity filled. I was like, okay. Literally, the woman goes back to like cleaning my mouth or adding fluoride or something, which I agreed to in an upsell exchange.
Oh, same. Yeah, I got asked if I wanted fluoride when I was already like, huh?
Yeah, I was like, fluoride, sure. She's doing that. Meanwhile, a guy comes around the clipboard and has me sign off for the cavity now that I've agreed to in this vulnerable state. So but she wants me to come back and show her my mouth guard that I sleep with at night.
Why does she not think it's adequate? Or she wants to see how you grind?
She wants to see if it fits. And I'm so embarrassed to bring it back because it's broken.
Oh.
I sat on it one time and it broke in half. So I only have a half upper. I leaned on it and it broke somehow. I have no idea.
You leaned on it?
I was on the bed and I went to jump in the bed and then I was like, ow. And I sat on my mouth guard and then looked and the top piece of it broke in half. So I only have half of a piece that goes across the top at night. It's enough to keep me from grinding, but it is only half of my mouth.
What?
And I don't want to bring it in and show this woman that I've been sleeping with this half mouth guard for 2 years.
So are you going to go in and be like, you're never going to believe this. It broke this morning.
I think I'm just not. I'm going to say I forgot to bring it in.
Oh my God. That is so fun. Well, because Chip got Invisalign.
Yeah.
And he's had that for a couple months, but it also helps because, I guess he grinds his teeth at night. So that's like, it's like a 2-for-1. Like it's helping, but it's killing me because I'll look at him and I'll be like, Chip. He'll just be going like this. And I'll be like, you look like a coked out villain. Like he's just like,
running.
Like you're going to tie me to the train.
He's just running his teeth on each other.
He's just going like this. And I'm like, are you about to like kidnap Rocky and Bullwinkle? Like what?
It's like a kid that doesn't know how to smile and they think it's just showing teeth. So they're just showing their teeth to everyone.
I'm like, we've been cracking up because I'm just like, you look crazy. You're looking at me crazy, man.
They are. I have to tell Elliot at night, I say, I'm going to put my teeth in. And that's the sign that, like, I can't talk anymore. And I will no longer be sexy to you as a human being.
You can talk out one side of your mouth.
I can talk out one side. Yeah. So now I'm like, I feel shame at the dentist's office that's supposed to be a place that's helping me. But I'm glad I went.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And
adult.
I'll take a while to reschedule, to schedule the deep clean, but there we are.
Yeah.
But what's crazy, this is the tooth episode.
Yeah.
Is so when she's like, we need to do the deep cleaning to get like in the gums and like all the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay. I was like, is it just because I need to like, floss better, come back? And she was like, there's just enzymes in your saliva and things that are going to affect it. And I was like, so we're just sitting out here with little poison mouths?
That seems like bullshit.
I don't know, like in the food and saliva, it'll
Yeah.
like naturally break down stuff. She's like, the only way to like lessen it or like slow it down is to just get it regularly cleaned.
Yeah. No, because that's what this woman said. If I heed her advice and I get regular floss, she'll see if next time I come back, I don't need a deep cleaning. The deep cleaning is dependent on whether this floss situation works out for me.
You've got a goal?
She like warned me that this other floss is so bad that I might need a deep clean if I come back and still use that.
Should we release a dental floss line?
Perhaps.
As someone who's never flossed.
Perhaps. But I also don't want to be responsible for people's mouths bleeding.
No. And remember when, oh my God.
That's one of the things in this world, among many, that I don't want to be responsible
Mouth
for
blood.
mouth blood.
Oh yeah, no. In that dentist chair, I was like, do I look like someone from What We Do in the Shadow? Is my mouth filled with blood? Like I just turned a human into a vampire?
There was so much blood when she was doing it. And I wanted to be like, use the sucker, please. I am swallowing so much blood. As she's saying out loud to me, there's so much blood. It must be the floss. I'm going, please use the sucker. I'm literally swallowing gallons, what feels like gallons.
Well, see, with the sucker, I always feel really okay, my gal wasn't proactively really getting in there and getting it. So I would like kind of signal that I need to
move it around.
Put my mouth around it and like get it. But then you just be like, hey, mommy. I feel like I'm like breastfeeding a teat.
We worked out some sort of system.
Yeah, I thought I was like telepathically telling her.
We unconsciously worked out a system in which she said, close, please. Because I think I indicated a half mouth close, but then I stopped because I didn't think I had the authority to close my mouth on this. And she finally said, close, please. And I was like, okay, that's our system. She says it, I do it. But she is really being very frugal with this sucker. And then I was like, is this woman a psycho? And she like loves, because I had, obviously, because my imagination works for and against me, I was like, does this woman love for her patients to swallow their own blood right now?
That's
demented. Can you imagine? It's seemingly harmless. And that's where my brain went. I was like, this woman is a bad dentist right now.
Well, girl.
Perfectly nice.
Okay.
Totally fine.
And you're going back.
I will go back. I do have to cancel my appointment I was supposed to have tomorrow. But
guess what I got? My appointment on ZocDoc.
Nice.
They're not even sponsoring this episode, but
they have.
When I was I think I already said this, when I was up in wine country and I had some drinks, I was like, and I'm scheduling everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's how I know I'm an adult now-ish. Is like, I didn't online shop. I ZocDoc'd.
With the busy fall season just around the corner, you might be looking for wholesome, convenient meals for your jam-packed days. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, can help you fuel up fast with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time, you'll eat well, and you'll stay on track with your healthy lifestyle. With Factor, you skip the extra trip to the grocery store and the chopping, the prepping, and the cleaning up too, while still getting flavor and nutritional quality you need. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes, so all you have to do is heat and enjoy, then go back to crushing your life. Refresh your healthy habits without missing a beat. You can choose from 34 plus weekly flavor-packed, dietitian-approved meals ready to eat in 2 minutes. You can treat yourself to upscale meals with premium ingredients like broccolini, fun to say, fun to eat, leeks, truffle butter, and asparagus. Keep your energy up with lunch to go, effortless, wholesome meals like grain bowls and salad toppers that are ready to eat when you're on the go, no microwave required. They also have calorie smart meals with around or less than 550 calories per serving. With Factor, you can rest assured that you're making a sustainable choice. They offset 100% of their delivery emissions, source 100% renewable electricity for their production sites and offices, and feature sustainably sourced seafood in their meals. This August, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered to your door, ready in 2 minutes. No prep, no mess. Head to factormeals.com/TMGW50 and use code TMGW50 to get 50% off. That's code TMGW50 at factormeals.com/TMGW50 to get 50% off. I've eaten Factor and they are, in Factor, delicious.
If you've been listening to the pod this summer, then you know that I've been traveling quite a bit. And when I am out there experiencing new things, what I think about the most is how much I can't wait to get home and in my own bed, which is why my bed is a sanctuary. And that is why I use sheets from Buffy. Buffy is an amazing sheet company, and recently I used their Breeze sheet set. It makes such a difference when you are sleeping with two tiny hairless dogs who radiate heat like they are baked potatoes. They keep me cool at night. I'm not waking up every couple of hours breaking a sweat even though I have the air conditioning cranked up. But what makes them so soft and wonderful, you ask me? It's woven from eucalyptus. It makes it softer than cotton or linen. Plus, it's naturally cool to the touch. You guys, it's incredible. Honestly, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, am I going through menopause? I don't know if I am. That has not happened since I have had Buffy sheets. I have been cool all night, baby. Plus, they're with natural botanic dyes that are skin safe and better for the planet. Buffy products are consistently on best of lists, Architectural Digest, and Glamour named Buffy Breeze sheets the best bed sheets of 2023. They've got over 50,000 5-star reviews, so you need to check them out, especially because shipping is free, and if you don't love your Buffy sheets, which you will, there's a 50-night return policy on all orders with free shipping on returns and no return fees. So give it a shot, you guys. Upgrade your bedding with the Breeze Sheet by Buffy. Go to buffy.co and use code TMGW for 25% off your first order. That is buffy.co, promo code TMGW for 25% off your first order. Go sleep through the night.
Speaking of sucking blood,
Yeah.
are you guys insanely infested with mosquitoes in your neighborhood?
I don't go outside. We have flies. We have a ton of flies right now, but I haven't noticed mosquitoes specifically.
Okay, 2 parts.
Yeah.
Now that you've said that.
Yeah.
1, our mosquitoes are so bad, like so bad. And guess what? Guess who can get mosquitoes bites? Hairless dogs.
Oh no.
Little Larry's belly had mosquito bites, and I wanted to wage war on those fuckers.
What do you do? Do you put anti-itch stuff on it? I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know, because then
Benadryl?
he would just lick it.
Yeah.
You know, so you don't want them licking medicine off. I mean,
Right.
I don't even think he noticed, but Chip was like, those mosquitoes are going down. They got my Larry boy. But so he came back one day from Home Depot. I'll show it to you after we record, with this like mosquito zapper that it looks
damn.
cartoonish. Like it looks insane.
Like old school zap zap, you hear it.
No, not like that. More like, I don't know, it radiates something. He put it up. It's got this huge extension cord, you know, it's going across our whole lawn. And then he's like, should work. They say it shouldn't be within 20 feet of people. And I'm like, I work right beside it. I was like, what if this is my I turn into mosquito girl origin story? But it's not really working. But then, but the fly situation, also just as bad.
Crazy. Yeah. We don't have any fly swatters or anything. So I was doing the towel method inside.
And the towel method is scary. Beans
terrible.
will hide for an hour.
Yeah.
If
Goose
Chip-
thinks it's like I'm losing my mind and she's got to hide.
I hate flies. And also, I have a note here that was just, do you remember the song when you were growing up? Did you guys ever sing There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Fly?
Yes, but I don't remember lines other than that one.
Well, we sang it a lot in elementary school. I'm talking like, you know, the kindergarten era.
Okay.
where there's always the songs that like, and then you build on it and then you got to remember all the parts. So it's like she swallowed a fly. Then she swallowed a spider to kill the fly. Then she swallowed a bird. Isn't that absurd? Whoa. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider, which wiggled and jiggled and zickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. But the last line of every verse is, I don't know why she swallowed the fly.
Oh, yeah,
Perhaps she'll die. Perhaps she'll die.
Wow. Yeah. They really just let kids linger with that idea of mortality.
I was like, how was this okay?
And what if I swallow a fly? Will I die?
I don't think so because Larry eats them.
Yeah. Yeah. But they're protein for people on alone.
Hey, I mean, I feel like the insect eating industry is going to blow up soon.
Yeah. Crickets are a big thing, right?
People love crickets in especially Mexican culture. They're called like, I don't know.
Sounds good. Sounds good. You always come here for knowledge and information, and we're happy to provide it for you, domestically and internationally.
I just some wires didn't cross right there.
Okay, I've found some absolutely bonkers stories this week.
Okay.
Well, this first one's not that bonkers. It's just, have you seen a woman fractured her ankle? She slipped on a piece of prosciutto at Italy in Boston, and now she's suing.
Stop it.
Yeah. Wow. Her lawyer is saying that she sustained bodily injuries, a loss of enjoyment of life, pain and suffering, and incurred necessary medical expenses for medical care and attention, and that the bill has accumulated to about $7,500.
Okay.
And now her and her husband are seeking a jury trial, and at least $50,000 in damages from Italy, Boston.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there was just a piece of prosciutto on the floor. Do you think she threw the prosciutto? And it said, whoa, 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 whoa.
Can you imagine being on the jury for this trial? Which, by the way, I just got jury duty.
Stop it.
Yeah, it's a pretty great medical excuse.
Yeah,
but like, in the timeline of everything right now, I was like, of course I'm getting jury duty right now. But yeah, sent it off to my doctor. They sent it off. But I'm like, man, I would like to be on this jury.
That sounds like what season 2 of Jury Duty, the fake trial would be.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, is your attorney pro bono? No, he's prosciutto.
Get her on. Get her on. You can't do another season of that show, right? We only watched a couple episodes, so we haven't seen the whole thing.
You have to see it, Grace.
I know.
So, like, James Marsden is nominated for an Emmy for it.
Yeah.
And it's like not even scripted.
We got into the momentum, then we stopped, and we just haven't gotten back into it. But we will. But like with a show like that, can you pull off a season 2?
I definitely don't think you can in the context of a jury.
Yeah.
I feel like they would have to just like do some other type of, I feel like there's already a show like this, or maybe it's a show I wanted to make that was like people, what are the groups called where they'll be in a room. Focus groups.
Yeah.
And I think there is a show called Focus or something, but I feel like they could still tackle a really good undercover show like that. But
yeah,
here's the thing. I don't want to always question if I'm in Truman Show.
I know. Look, you saw me wondering if this dentist was
squirting blood in your mouth,
purposely making me swallow my own blood at 8 a.m. on a Friday morning. So like I couldn't handle if things started to go a little bit wrong and a little bit more wrong. Like, especially if I wasn't on a secret camera show.
Right, exactly. But you got to watch it.
I know.
I love it so much.
I know.
Oh, God.
I have to.
Here is a weird question.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I was eating Skinny Pop the other day.
Yeah.
Are you ever eating a bagged popcorn and it kind of smells like urine?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've opened Skinny Pop before, and I've been like, this one maybe this batch should have been like recalled.
I was like, yeah, this might be too weird to bring up on the pod.
It's been specific.
Yes.
I've had it smell like dusty. Like the smell of it just smells musty or something.
Like it's almost like a packing peanut.
Yeah, that it feels like, oh, has this been has this expired its shelf life, which I assume is forever, the shelf life?
It's got at least a decade or something.
Right.
Yeah.
But has it deterred me from continuing to buy it? Absolutely not.
So I was eating their Skinny Pop and I'm like, so of course I'm immediately looking around to be like, Larry Beans, which one of you peed in here? Yeah. And then I realize it's that. And so what I wonder is it like the preservative? Whoever is a scientist out there, listen to this. First of all, there's no scientists.
No, this would infuriate them as a podcast. The things that we say with confidence would be so infuriating to listen to if you're actually an intelligent person.
True. But I wonder if there's like, because, you know, popcorn you want fresh. When I get popcorn at the movies or make it, I don't smell pee-pee.
No, I don't.
It's just the bagged popcorn.
It's got to be some chemicals that make it also, you know, like low calorie too.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's got to be something. I
so
chalk it
happy.
up. I always chalk it up to like, it's my fault. I'm buying this weird magic. I'm buying this weird magic popcorn that says it's supposed to be low calorie for me. If I just ate the natural, normal stuff, I wouldn't have this problem.
Grace, you are not to blame yourself for the stinky urine scent of a Skinny popcorn. That said, we are taking this episode down if they ever want to sponsor us.
Yes, that's true. I mean, I
love the product.
I eat it all the time. Salt and pepper flavor is my favorite.
Salt and pepper flavor?
And that's it's a rare one to find.
When you find it, you better buy a second bag.
It's so good.
You better bring it over, sister.
It's an acquired taste, and it makes me wonder if they like, I don't know, messed up with this flavor, but I'm like the only one that buys it.
I love salt and pepper flavor anything. Speaking of flavors though, remember last week I was talking about tiger blood. There's so much blood talk.
I know. No, I did see someone be like, what the fuck is Mamrie talking about with tiger blood?
But you knew what I was talking about, right?
I think I did.
Okay.
In context to like water ice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, water ice. I could put it together, but I don't know if someone else asked me offhand if I would put that together.
Well, I was like, ooh, and tiger blood's always what I used to get when I was little. And then the next day, I put it on my Instagram.
Yeah.
But I went picketing for the strike, and there was immediately, as I walk up, a shaved ice truck, and every flavor was a normal fruit except tiger blood.
Whoa.
So I got tiger blood shaved ice.
Okay, there you manifested.
I'm just saying, big universe things. But I was cracking up because I was there with my friend Steve, and we were walking around Disney, and Disney's like the lot that like you get the most steps in.
Yeah.
You know, because you go to Netflix, you're just like
back and forth,
just penguins.
Yeah.
Just going, you know, like it's terrible. So we were doing the big walk arounds, and when we get there, we start seeing everyone's going one way. The opposite way, there's like 12 horses with people wearing like SAG shirts. So it's like, I don't know if it was like SAG stuntmen or something. You know what I mean? Because there's just specifically people who get hired to like do horseback riding in movies, you know? But they were very proudly going around, and everyone's like, whoa, you know, like we like had no entertainment. That these horses, it was like, yes, this is incredible. We were like, I was like, get up!
It's just a gaggle of the most unathletic people being like, yes.
Yeah. Oh well, now that SAG is striking, you go there and you're like, oh, hello, tits. But so the horses keep going by, I'm like, woo, woo, woo. Of course, they're going faster than us, so like then they loop pretty quick, and you're like, we gotta do this again. But what I didn't take into account is it was like 90 something degrees. So we're going, and Steve just goes, woo, thanks so much for just having it smell like horse shit everywhere. It was just horse shit beside us.
I was gonna say, how much horse shit was actually there?
Girl.
And what do you do? Like, is it their responsibility? Is it the city's responsibility?
Or is it, you know, the studios, and that's like an active protest?
Right.
It's like we're shitting out here, y'all.
Right.
But we were just like, I was so stoked, and I was like, oh
God,
oh Jesus. And it just smelled like absolute shit. But I was thinking about the actors, because there's a Washington Post article that came out, I think today, that says animal actors are on strike too. These are their stories. I don't think they're actually in SAG. I think what it means is nothing's getting made. So they're out of work. Right? But just listen to like, they give descriptors of some, but they were like, Jack, a water buffalo who was born on the set of the film Tropic Thunder, has been turned out to pasture, where he spends his days chasing away people from a nearby campground who trespass onto his ranch. Luke and Little John, 2 actor raccoons,
Oh my God.
are spending their days outside of LA hanging out by a pool.
So this is supposed to make you be like, oh, woe is them. They're so out of work. They have to be normal animals.
I know. I'm like, yeah. Did they really feel like coming to work? It was more like that's the entry point, and then it turns into like, hey, trainers have to still take care and feed of these animals, and like that's how they made their money.
Gotcha.
But it got me thinking. I wonder if that crow will scab.
That's what I'm wondering. That's the first thing that comes to mind is that overinflated price crow. Are they going to suddenly have a bargain deal that they'll go for?
That's what I'm wondering. Are they going to eat crow?
Right.
Because I'm looking through this and I'm like, you're telling me these Rottweilers are cheaper than that crow? Like I'm seeing rates. I have like points of reference.
Okay. Wow. This crow probably hates that this article came out. Called its bluff.
This crow bought every copy of Washington Post.
Oh no. It's crazy that the strike's still going on. It blows my mind.
I know. I'm feeling hopeful. They haven't spoken to us.
Right.
The AMTMP, whatever.
Yeah.
I never know that one either.
Yeah. What's America's Next Top Model?
Yeah, the AMTM. Since we struck, which has been like 105 days ago, over 3 months ago, they haven't spoken to us or negotiated at all, refusing to. Yeah. So now Friday was the first time they said we're ready to pick up negotiations.
Okay.
So fingers crossed.
My God.
We get a fair deal. I mean, if AI is taking over dentistry.
Right.
We're fucked.
Everyone's screwed. The good thing is they can't do a podcast like this, I don't think.
AI is too smart.
They would look for actual facts. You'd have a very factual podcast if we got replaced. I'll tell you that.
AI would know what dried crickets are called.
Yes, they would. They would know that dentists took an oath to not harm their patients.
Yeah, that convo would just have been, did you know that Dixcoclacodillo causes the urine smell and skinny pop?
Just a podcast entitled Blood and Urine.
Blood and Urine. That's a good one.
If you guys have been following any of the things that I've been saying or making for years, you know that I have been speaking about using deodorant all over my body. Just as a general hygiene hack, but now there is a product, Lomi, which is advertised as the world's best whole body deodorant. And I've tried this product and it is in fact fantastic and in fact a body deodorant for the whole body. It's clinically proven to control odor everywhere, pits, privates, and beyond for a whopping 72 hours. As an OBGYN, Lomi's founder, Dr. Shannon Klingman, met thousands of women concerned with odor below the belt. Ding, 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 bingo, hello, I relate. Through clinical testing, she discovered it wasn't the vagina to blame, no, but bacteria on the skin. So she created Lomi, a pH-optimized, aluminum-free deodorant that actually works and works everywhere, with over 150,000 five-star reviews to prove it. Whole body deodorant. It is the first of its kind. I want to take some credit for maybe manifesting it, but I'll leave it to Lomi. Lomi is seriously safe to use anywhere on your body, your pits, your under boobs, your thigh folds, your belly buttons, your butt cracks, your vulvas, your feet, all those glorious and wonderful crevices and cracks of the body. It's created, like I said, by an OBGYN who saw firsthand how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated. And it's meant to block odor all day and control odor for up to 72 hours. It's aluminum-free, baking soda-free, and paraben-free. It's pH balanced for safe use below the belt. If you're interested, Lomi's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, like a mini body wash or deodorant wipes, and free shipping. And as a special offer to you listeners, new customers get $5 off a Lomi starter pack with code TMGW at lomideodorant.com, spelled LUMEDEODORANT.com. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack when you visit lomideodorant.com and use code TMGW. Again, I've tried this full body deodorant and it really packs a punch for the whole body. So go to lomideodorant.com, use code TMGW.
There comes that dreaded day we all wish would never come. The day you're kicked off your parents' healthcare plan. And if you watched my videos back in the day, you know that I didn't have health insurance for a while there. Well, whether you've got insurance coverage or not, you can still get the care you need whenever you need it with Careaway. Caraway is the care you need in one place. Their easy-to-use app offers physical, mental, and reproductive health care tailored to the needs of Gen Z. With Caraway, you've got 24/7 unlimited access to an experienced care team of doctors. You got therapists, psychiatrists, gynecologists, nurses, health advisors, all the things, and all with real people, not a robot. Caraway can help manage different healthcare concerns like getting medicine when you're sick, treating depression, or refilling birth control prescriptions, because I know you're out there. You can message your care team to get quick answers to your questions, big or small, like why my headache won't go away, or if you need to know if a mole looks normal. There's not wait times, inconvenient hours, or surprise fees, or having to Google your systems, God forbid. Caraway is your health care integrated into one place, accessible whenever you need it. Plus, memberships start at less than $25 a month, okay? That's less than a copay at urgent care. So right now, Caraway is offering new members 30 days completely free if you go to caraway.health/TMGW. There's no credit card required to try it. You can get free and unlimited access to chat with their care team for 30 days. That's caraway.health/TMGW for 30 days completely free. Caraway is available in select states. Go to caraway.health/TMGW to learn more.
I have this other story that I read right before I left that kind of blew my mind. It's about this 87-year-old woman in Maine who fought off an intruder in her home and then fed him. This is what the story said. Marjorie Perkins said she awoke at 2 a.m. on July 26th and saw the young man standing over her bed. He had shed his shirt and pants and told her he was going to cut her. I thought to myself, if he's going to cut, then I'm going to kick, she said. So she put on her shoes and fought back, putting a chair between them as the two jostled in her Brunswick home. The intruder struck her on the cheek and forehead before switching tactics and heading for the kitchen. He told Perkins that he was, quote, awfully hungry.
What?
So she gave him a box of peanut butter and honey crackers, 2 protein drinks, and 2 tangerines.
Oh my God.
Girl dinner. And then Perkins dialed 911 on her rotary phone and was talking to the dispatcher while the intruder collected his pants and left. He left behind a knife, shirt, shoes, and a water bottle containing alcohol.
Wow.
Wild.
Wow. Okay.
Wild. And Maine is crazy.
2 things.
Yeah.
I'm very glad Marjorie Perkins is okay.
Me too.
I've never heard of this woman in my life, and now I'm invested.
She is now kind of a local hero and a local legend in the town. I love the line. I thought to myself, if he's going to cut, I'm going to kick.
I love it. And also, I want to go eat some snacks at Marjorie's house now. Like that really sounded like a nice little, I haven't had a peanut butter cracker.
And 2 protein drinks. She's rich with protein drinks up there.
Wow.
And 2 tangerines. She gave him just such a balanced little meal before he left into the wilderness.
I'm like water bottle full of booze, coming in demanding snacks.
Just a teenager.
Chip sees that every night. Just hovering. I'm so hungry.
I lost my pants. I'm so hungry.
Oh my! Marjorie Perkins also just sounds like the most iconic older lady
It sounds
name.
like the woman that swallowed a fly.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like, this would be the old woman that lives by herself up in Maine that would have swallowed a fly and
then a spider, then a horse, then all the things. You know, I was thinking about today.
Yeah.
And I have a note. I don't know why. I was thinking about, because we were talking about being Golden Girls and whatnot with our Cheesecake Factory adventure.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Okay. Does this still happen? Like my grandma, she used to just go to the salon once a week, have her have her hair like shampooed, her curls set, and then like that was her hair for the week.
Yeah.
Why? I want that. I don't understand. Did old ladies' scalps not sweat or something?
I don't know. Or the Aquanet that they used, I think, had different chemical properties and perhaps held the hair much longer.
I guess.
I don't think they were getting in their sauna bags afterwards either. So I don't know that would have affected the hair.
Maybe it's global warming. But granted, do I want just a tight perm?
Is that what you're after? What do you want here?
I don't know. I'm just like, does the culture of older ladies go and, my grandma would be like, there were a few constants in her life. And that was, she was going to get her hair set once a week. She was watching General Hospital every day. And then at least once a week, she was getting breakfast at McDonald's.
I mean, that seems like the secret to life right there.
I mean, I might actually just have to do that.
Pretty great.
It's perfect.
But there's also community at a hair salon too.
Well, it's the gossip hub.
The camaraderie of it all. I know. It's so interesting when we were talking about, so I was telling you earlier, I caught up with good old Mitchell Davis
I
earlier.
love him so much.
And it was such a great catch up. And it was falling in line with that. We hung out with Tyler last week and just like reconnecting after years with old friends. And then I went on Psychology Today and saw this article about like the way social media is neither social nor media, and why it's more important than ever to just evaluate your usage of it and remember to connect with people in real life. There's like, I hope this is helpful and not super negative, but it's like there's science now confirming a lot of the things that we think about the way social media affects us.
Oh God.
They're saying in this article that electronic messaging possesses a negative bias effect. So when a person intends for an electronic message to be positive in emotional tone, it's most often interpreted as emotionally neutral. And when someone sends a message that's intended to be emotionally neutral, it usually is perceived as being negative in emotional tone. Remember we talk about like, if I don't put enough exclamation points, because I was just looking at the way I text people. I'm like, I text psychotically now.
Yeah.
Like the amount of exclamation points and emojis that I'm using is way too much. But when I don't use them, I feel like I'm sending like a hurtful message.
I sent a professional email today with the cowboy hat smiley face emoji. Just to let them know that like I'm giddy up, Yeah. But then also I have like someone coming to finally fix the friggin' AC unit in the back, so we can be in our our stinky little hole as our hovel tomorrow. And so, but like it backs up against my landlord's. Like if he needed to access it, he'd have to go around his fence. Okay. So I send a big, like, hey, dude, we're getting this fixed. But he'd probably have to come around through your gate. And I just want to give you a heads up and make sure that's okay. And then I just get back, sure. Now,
that's one of those ones that's so hard.
But like, I evaluated it. Number one, my landlord's a dentist. He was probably knee deep in some tartar or blood.
Yeah, he was scraping the shit out of someone.
And two, I mean, I was also like, but we're like improving something in the house we rent. So like there'd be no reason for him. And then I'm just like, or maybe he just said sure because we don't need to have a whole conversation about it.
But that's the thing, is the way that we all overthink and overanalyze our electronic communication. That's why it's, at least this is all common knowledge. This is not new information. But I'm feeling very much on this kick right now of connecting with people face to face, or like, FaceTime or whatever, real verbal conversations with everyone. The other thing that this article was saying is like social media is a collective game of self-presentation. So it stimulates comparison rather than connection.
Oh, of course.
Obviously. And then also that social media rewards negativity. There was a study that analyzed over 2.7 million Facebook and Twitter posts and found that negative messages are twice as frequently shared or retweeted than positive or neutral messages.
Oh, wow.
So it's like all of our social media, we're unsure as to whether people's tones are positive or negative. And when they're neutral, we assume that they're negative. So we're always assuming the worst. And then social media also stimulates comparison versus connection. And then we're also inundated with probably way more negative messages floating around than positive. So just another reminder that we all already know already is to just be mindful of the way we use social media.
Grace,
and that's all to say that I love my friend Mitchell Davis, and it was really nice to catch up with him.
Oh, good. Oh, my goodness. No, it's true. It's like I just use it out of boredom. Like I told you, I'm opening Twitter less because X, because it changed
Big
to
boy
X.
changed it to X.
And so now, like when I do my normal mindless scrolling or like swiping, I'm not attracted to that baby blue. That baby blue bird, you know? And so I'll be like, but now when I am on it, I realize, well, first of all, I mean, it's not breaking news that the app sucks now. But even people that I'm following, I'm just like, am I even enjoying this? Like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
And it's literally to fill up time. Like Chip, when we got up on Sunday, he had my phone. He was like, open your phone. And I handed it to him. And then he's like, okay. And then he was like, I was like, what are you doing? He was like, you're never going to update your phone. He was like, and I'm about to go out of town. So your phone is about to update. And then I was like, well, let me just see. I was like, I just woke up. Like, I don't even, let me see if anyone's texted me, like all that jazz. So then I'm like, okay, let me check. And then I was like, I think it's canceled. Like, I'm not going to have to update it. And as I'm walking out the door to go get us some coffee.
Yeah.
It starts updating. And I was like, it's updating now. He was like, well, leave it here so it has Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And then, I mean,
oh my God.
I was like an alien. I was like, and just go to Starbucks without a phone? Like it blew. I felt like I was naked.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this is crazy. I'm literally going to pick up coffee.
Yeah.
And I feel strange doing it without my whoopee.
Yeah, I know. I felt the same way. I literally was just pumping gas and I was standing. I was like, oh, the gas is almost full. I won't go back in the car. I'll just stand here.
Yeah.
So my phone's in the car. I guess I'll just literally stand here.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'll just pick at my nails a little bit, something to do with my hands a little bit. But I had that moment of being like, what did we do when we had to stand and we didn't have our phones with us?
I mean, or like actually conversed with people, because I was just literally behind my wheel in the drive-thru going, I guess I'll think about stuff. Like, and I consciously thought, I guess I'll think.
I would be like, what if I get lost on the way home?
Yeah, there's too much. It's too risky. It's too risky.
It's crazy.
I actually, so when that was happening, all really tough 15 minutes of my life.
Yeah.
But I was thinking and I was like, I know some people are like, well, screen-free Sundays, whatever. Like, that's never going to happen for me. Because I always just worry, like, what if there's an emergency? What if there's an emergency?
Yeah, same.
However, can you get a second phone that shares the same number? Because you know what I would do? I would do like, and it wouldn't be all day. It would be like till like 6 o'clock. I would do like flip phone Sundays where it's like, I don't have my fucking phone. It goes in a drawer, but I have a flip phone to where if something happens to one of my family members or something like that, they can reach me.
Yeah. That does
do
seem
that?
extravagant.
No, but flip phones are like, they're like $30 a month.
No, I get that.
But you know what I mean?
It's just the reflect. I get it. That's how I feel. That's why I wanted to talk about it, because sometimes I'm like, am I losing my mind?
Yeah.
Am I over? Like, I never used to be someone that took my phone to the bathroom with me. Now, I take it as if I'm going to get a call that my family member needs me on the other side of the country in the 30 seconds I'm in there. Then I'm like, what am I doing holding this and walking into the bathroom, finding a place to put it down so I can pee? Like, Grace, in what world do I need this right now?
I took a bath today.
Yeah.
I actually got up and went and exercised today. I went to Pilates, which I haven't done forever.
Nice.
And I come back and I took a bath and my phone was low and I knew I was about to like be out for a bit. So I was charging it like on the vanity of the bathroom, and I was in the tub and I was like looking up at it longingly, like, sure would be a lot cooler if you were over here playing something on YouTube while I shaved my legs.
Exactly. I'll go to put my makeup on and I'm like, I should get some noise going. I should probably get my computer or my phone and just play like a Real Housewives real quick. Then I'm just filling noise. I'm filling space with noise so that I don't have to be alone with my thoughts, which really aren't that bad.
No.
Then I'm like, what's going on?
We're creative people. I wonder, to give credit to the shows of like a Love Island or something.
Yeah.
It does make sense when you're like, I mean, come on. I know it's all like people wanting to get Instagram followers, but it's like, yeah, right. You're that into each other after 3 weeks. And it's like, yeah, they haven't had their phones.
They have literally nothing to look at other than each other.
They're just talking. Like, it's a really big deal when one of them makes coffee.
Yeah. It's wild. It's wild. Yeah, It's something to think about. I don't know exactly how to navigate, but just like a little reminder after a nice conversation with a friend that talking to friends was nice. And also that we were just like commiserating over the way that we can create stories in our head when we haven't reached out to people for so long.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is nice. We talked about it with Tyler, that it's like, oh, this kind of connection is really important. Not the connection of my hand to my phone while I'm taking a shit.
Are you saying you're not in for flip phone Sundays if I can figure this out?
If we can get some jitterbugs going.
Listen, I just want one emergency line to anyone. And like, if you don't have my number, my flip phone number or whatnot, then like nothing you can bring me is an emergency.
It would be, I think, really interesting and also probably a little bit like ego crushing to realize like a few hours into it, like how much I'm thinking about not having my phone or thinking about the fact that like, wow, I'm doing a day without my phone.
But if it became more routine, also now I'm rethinking this flip phone idea.
Okay.
I think we should get beepers.
I was going to say life alerts also a possibility.
Wait, why are yours always for like 90-year-olds?
Because they're easy, they're big buttons.
But life alerts are just the thing you press for 911.
Yeah.
No, I'm
So
talking
down for
a
yours.
pager that like
But then a pager's like you have to go call someone, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Wait, are you saying a flip phone so you could still text people?
Or I could call if I was like, oh, actually, I do need to call my mom real quick or something like that's never happened. Like, knock on wood. But I was just saying, so I can be accessed if I'm having a flip phone Sunday and I'm walking on the beach. I don't want to be like, oh, let me put this on Instagram.
Yeah.
Now let me see who's seen it.
Yeah.
Now let me see, what. Oh, now I'm 50 minutes into Instagram and I didn't even realize why I opened it.
Yeah.
You don't do that on a flip phone.
Yeah. Look, I'm with you. I also think...
Do they still make them?
They have to. Wasn't there something where Gen Z was getting back into them for a second or something? I don't know. Maybe I read that or misread that somewhere. Also, I do like the cathartic, like there's something nice about the opening and closing a flip phone.
And the tiny antenna.
Yeah, the tiny antenna. Forgot.
Oh, well, this has been fun.
This has been fun.
Look at you. You know what I loved about this, Grace?
Yeah.
You weaved it into like an actual conversation and not just me being like, popcorn smells like pee-pee. Can I get a perm? You were like, here's some food for fucking thought.
I was just thinking about it
How our
earlier.
brains work.
Well, there's a billion articles on Psychology Today all about the same stuff all the time. And it's all like stuff we all inherently think about and know, but it's also always interesting to see that there's like actual studies that prove that we all have this reaction to neutral messaging and actual studies that prove there's way more negative information going around than positive, that it's like, science is explaining some of the negative thoughts I have, but I can't confirm are just me or everyone else. Anyway.
I love it.
Woo!
I mean, I love it. You know what's crazy though? When this ends, I have to call a friend I've never spoken to on the phone. Our friend Michelle Collins.
Oh my God.
She DM'd me and she was like, hey, I have a question that I think only you specifically can answer about business, like a business question. Can you call me or is that too much? And I was like, yeah, I'll call you. She's like, don't worry, it's very stupid. And I was like, I don't think you're coming to me for any question that isn't stupid. I don't think I'm going to be the master of important one.
I love when people like precursor, I'm going to call you something intimate that we don't really do, but it's going to be this tone.
Yep.
Like that's so helpful.
We love it. Oh, well, okay. Well, now I want some fucking smart pop.
Yeah, me too.
This got weird.